I grew up in a Christian home. My dad was a pastor. My parents are still together, and there was never any fighting in our home or anything like that. It was just not perfect, but peaceful. Um, and I had two older brothers. They were stinkers, but now they're great. So yeah, we were in church all the time. Anytime the doors were open, and ministry was very much a part of our lives. So yeah. Well, just a little bit of a background. I went to Bible college straight out of high school. I was there for about a semester. I would just have to say, just to make it make sense, I struggled with finding, even in high school, I was looking for love. My dad was a wonderful guy. He's the same guy in the pulpit as he was at home, but he was very busy with work and ministry. And so that wasn't a strong relationship there. Um, but he was there, and like I said, he was had integrity, so that was great. But so I kind of was looking for relationships even growing up. But I did, really get my heart after God about age 16, and then went on to go to Bible college. And but then I only stayed a semester because I got homesick. And also I had met someone over Christmas break. And so that kind of pulled me back home. That didn't end up working out. It was kind of like an on and off relationship. But then there was a group of, so there was this guy that started coming to our church that I was at. And I had just started leading worship. I was leading worship in the youth group. And then our youth pastor, who also led worship in the sanctuary, left. And so they had asked me to step up and lead worship. So I was 19 years old. I was leading worship in the youth and in the sanctuary. But there was a group of us from church that took a trip down to a church in Florida that was having some revival services. This guy, I knew him. He had talked to me a little bit at church, not a whole lot, but he found out that I was going on this trip, and he had planned to go, but decided to change his trip so that he could hang out there and be with me. So we kind of got to know each other on that trip, and then came back, and that's when kind of the relationship started taking off. When I came back home from that trip, there was a kind of a knowing in my spirit that it wasn't a good relationship to pursue. It wasn't something that the Lord wanted. I didn't have any specific warnings about it, but just not really sure. And there was one time when I tried to say, I'm not really sure about this. And we were planning to go somewhere that day. And he said, well, that's okay. But if not, then I don't think I want to pursue this relationship. And I will tell you that I wasn't scared. It didn't make me think, I want to make sure I have this relationship. I honestly felt bad for him, and I didn't want to hurt his feelings. So I decided to go ahead and go with him that day.